Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. In today's video we are having a look at the T-44-100 which is obviously, as you guys know, one of the loot box tanks. This is the fifth we are having a look at on this channel. So there's three left, the Medved and the new two tanks, which we will probably do some live gameplay because I don't have any clue how those tanks are played. But more on that on those specific videos. So, Soviet medium tank, right? Which I actually thought I had Tank GG open on the second screen, and I thought I'm gonna find out that there's gonna be 20 of them at tier 8, but apparently there are not that many. There's a few, but there's not that many. So yeah, besides the Object 168 German, which is a newer edition, 274A, Object 416, obviously the OG, one of the OGs from the tech tree, Obsidian, ST66, STG, Guard, T-44, obviously a tech tree one, and T-44-100, and that's it. There aren't that many, but T-44-100, which I prefer calling baby Object 140, previous, like pre-buff 140, and also post-buff, because this tank is really awesome. It's, especially in my case, a very good tank for frontline. Why? Because it's super quick, it's mobile, and when I'm saying mobile, I'm saying just it turns quick. It's snappy, it accelerates very fast, and you don't need a lot of fancy equipment on it, right? Because, yeah, I have gun rammer, I have turbo, I have vents. Usually I don't, in recent times, I don't really use vents that much. I use hardening, I use burst stabs maybe. This tank, with the values that it has, so it has point 10 while moving, and I'm talking about dispersion factors, 0.10 tank traverse and 0.08 turret traverse. So it's just incredibly good, and you'll see more of what I'm talking about in this game, because yeah, I did just barely aim my shot into his cupola twice. Yes, guys, yes, twice. Obviously that conceiver, I don't know what he's doing, but I'll take the damage. But yeah, this is just a lovely tank. Like, whenever me and the guys are playing tier 8s, I'm most certainly gonna play at least 1 or 2 games in this tank, because this is just such a nice tank. I can't remember when I got it. I think I have it for quite a while, and then kind of stopped playing tier 8, to be honest, except like the events. But yeah, in randoms, it is just as good as it is in frontline or whatever, especially with new matchmaking, where you're not facing that much tier 10, tier 9, yeah, but not that many tier 10s, right? And yeah, it's just a good tank. Overall, of course, it doesn't have that amazing gun depression, but it's Soviet. You need to deal with it. It can't really have everything, I guess. Or I hope they don't make a tank that has everything. But yeah, it still has 7 degrees of gun depression. It has a 100mm gun, of course, so it definitely has the caliber to do damage and to potentially overmatch some sides, I would say, for when you're meeting tier 6s or whatnot. But yeah, look at this shot. Yeah, this is pure. I'm not even. I don't even know how to describe it, but just perfect. This tank is just so good to play with. It doesn't, like, even when you're having a bad game in it, you don't feel like you're having a bad game in it. It's just so good. It works. Like, look at the aim circle. It's so small. It's literally on you if you don't have a good game. You can't be upset on the tank. There's so much you can do with this. Like, you can brawl, you can be aggressive, you can snipe, you can support. You can go with the mediums. You can just just do anything. Literally anything with it. It's such a versatile tank that you can go for everything. And one thing I wanted to mention is that actually I think just before this game, I was using something else. I probably burst stabs, but I don't know why. Just whatever. And I was using God armor vents and burst stabs. So I was like, oh, why is this tank? It wasn't slow, but it was different. Maybe when it was turning and when it wasn't like I don't know. But I was just not feeling 100% with it. And I started looking at the stats. Uh, and I said like, okay, those dispersion factors are just insane. Why am I even using a burst stab? I switched to a turbo, and I don't know, the acceleration feels amazing. Everything just feels good. Again, that's just on me. That shot is my bad. It's not on the tank. Uh, let's just ignore the RNG. We don't care about that. This tank is meant to hit the shots. It doesn't. It doesn't complicate the situation at all. You have what it takes to have a good performance. And yeah. So in this battle, right, 2.8k damage. Obviously, it only has 250 alpha damage. It's not gonna stack up that much, at least in this game that I played. Yeah, well, gun depression, right? Again, you can't really have them all. What do you want? Like 10 degrees? And yeah, here apparently I do a bit of a misplay. I kind of wasn't. I didn't look at my HP, and yeah, I got destroyed because I rammed that guy. So yeah, that's just my bad. So let's look at the game results, and then we'll jump into the next one. So in this battle, we have managed to do 3.2k damage, couple of kills, a second class because yes, this is actually a tank that is played well. So it's hard to actually go there. Probably a 5k damage or a lot of kills, but yeah, whatever. I see I got 25 bonds, but that's just probably for a mission, daily mission. And in terms of experience, I got 1,143. So that's a good bunch. I did get a lot of credits. I'm probably constantly running boosters because I did fire a lot of APCR. But yeah, it's just a good game and definitely a good tank. So let's jump into the next one. All right, next game. So in the second game, I am playing on Serene Coast. This is a tier 10 game, but that doesn't really scare me at all. I'm still going on the 1-2 line. I'm going with my big brother, Object 140, straight up. I don't really care. I don't mind that I'm a low tier medium tank. Again, playing with my buddy Menti. He was playing the ISU, trying to get good games in that tank. Well, he did get quite a few good games in that. But yeah, I wanted to pick this game just because it's a tier 10 as well, and you guys could see how am I doing. So right from the start, I am shooting an MX-50B. Um, but the only thing which I was really not comfortable with in this situation is the Object 140 and the fact that we didn't really have more tier 10s here. Yes, we had the T-57 and Object 140, and that was it. And I was really hoping that the Skoda, tier 8 heavy of course, would come here. The Leopard maybe just sniping from where I am, but no, they didn't. But I still didn't want to leave completely. I still thought I could have a chance here to just help out. So again, shooting the 50B. And I am really hoping the 140 will poke. Unfortunately, I'm probably hitting a bit on the turret. I can't really fend that. not even with APCR. But the second shot was a hit. E65 Zwilling as well. Hit him very good in the cupola. Pretty accurate shot there. Um, I was just debating on if I should shoot or not. I was hoping he'll not move. He didn't move. I shot him. That's perfect. I saw the 80s being here by himself, so I rushed him, put a good shot into him, and destroyed him. Unfortunately, Menti was telling me that the 50B was rushing me, but I had the time to put one more shot into him before he could go below me. And here I do a little mistake. I get shot once. I thought I could actually fire back at him. I didn't. And I was just waiting for my buddy Mandy to maybe have a shot on him. I was pressing help as one should do. And I think the T-57 Heavy actually managed to put a good shot into him before Mandy finishing him off. So that's done with the tier 10. And that's perfect. So, moving on. Next one. Leopard, which I think is actually the 50B's buddy. And now he is rushing Mandy, which is fine. But I auto-aim on him. Pen him once. He doesn't pen me back. And because, yeah, Soviet armor. It's lovely. And then I go around the rock, let's say, and I try and join up with Manti because I want to support him. I still have quite a decent amount of HP to share. I think he was actually telling me that he did double, if I'm not mistaken, and he was not able to support me immediately. So I went around him. I had the reload to shoot him and maybe actually destroy him, but Project Louis did it first. So, moving on. Very fast game, but yeah, this is a fast medium. I would expect to be with it always in front of the pack, moving forward, trying to push the enemies, and to not stay in the back snipe, even though, again, this tank can do it. A bit of a late reaction there. That's, again, on my side. It's not the tank's fault. I do love this tank, and I do recommend it. But again, I know in this situation, being loot boxes is going to be hard to predict what you guys can get from them, but fingers crossed you get the good ones. So, yeah, I find the snipers in the back and the artillery, which I will focus. And he tries to shoot at me, and he doesn't succeed. So I have the honor to destroy him. But moving on. T-103 next. Who's gonna pick? Who is he gonna pick? He's obviously gonna pick the object 140. He already had his mindset on it. So yeah, we finished the flank. We concluded that the flank and the enemy base is ours, but I am not happy with my result. There's still HP in the game, so I want it all. Well, I really wanted for us to also get the Brothers in Arms, and if I remember correctly, I looked at the leaderboard and I saw, man, he only needed one more kill. I think he also noticed, unfortunately, he doesn't get the ISU, and I was kind of debating because there's always a rush to get more damage. I wanted to really shoot him, but I did actually shoot him. But also, Manti makes sure he secures the kill and ends up the game with 3 kills as well. So, moving on to the game results. In this battle, we also got around 3,000 damage, 3 kills this time, a first class. Brothers in Arms, Confederate. We got a bit of spotting or tracking. I can't even remember. Probably it was spotting again. I did bounce a shell or two, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember from which tank, but yeah, I don't really rely on this tank's armor. It's just fun to play, and that's it. I'm just going full in. Use my DPM, hope for the best, and if I bounce a shell or two, well, that's even better for me. Moving on to experience screen. Yeah, I got 1.3k, so it's probably around 1.4k to actually get an ace, probably a few kills, a bit more damage to do everything. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.